We are live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to GPR. It is around, I think, 8 today. It's Silverstone. And important thing today, we have a second commentator, that being Meowsy. Say hi.
Hello.
He's incredibly well known for, I don't know, doing thousands of league races a day, I guess.
But not in GPR.
Yeah, but in general.
Yeah.
Ah.
I'm looking forward to the race today. I don't know about you, Hart, so hopefully
I'm
it's going to be an exciting one.
I just hope there's not going to be too much death and destruction. Um, I'm guessing of 4 people without penalty. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Although it should still be a very, very, very fun race to watch.
Exactly. Hopefully the weather could also be interesting.
Where I
It is
can
a track
actually,
known for that,
I
so
can actually look at the weather. Also important, I haven't actually told you that yet. GPR uses the point system of what's it called? WR or whatever it's called, like the up to P14 point system.
okay.
Everybody is currently loading in. They're selecting the tires, and we'll start in a second. Alright, there we are. In the game, I have to quickly select full track map, and there we are. Usually Ryan is the first to go out, although that might change today for us. We don't 100% know. As I don't know whoever that is now, the Honda Civic Coupe, I don't know. Has also joined.
So it does seem like it's going to be dry throughout both qualifying and the race, so
Yeah,
probably
so
just standard
it's not
strategy.
the average Silverstone weather. It is actually quite normal. That's actually P16 Wildstorm that's going out. Lap data is probably also good to have, isn't it? Telemetry maybe. Like that. And that's good. He's going to be the first one to most likely also set a lap time. In this championship as well here, in the first 3 minutes you have to set a lap time if you want to have that extra point. Although I don't think currently there's anybody. Actually, there are some people on the Inters. Although none of them have gone out yet.
So a couple drivers going out on the intermediate tires. We'll see what times they'll be able to pop up.
I
Also
mean,
the Alpine piece control is on the mediums, which is an interesting choice, but
yeah,
if he thinks that can work, then maybe it's
uh,
a good option for him.
yeah. Of course, it's a realistic performance, so Tom might actually be able to get out of Q1. He's gotten into Q3 loads of times already this season. People to really look out for today, I'd say, is probably Bobby. Because Bobby is always quite aggressive, and he might make some, how should I call it, slightly illegal dive bombs. As now Wildstorm, I think, is gonna be going for his first lap. Just trying to pull the delta back up. Alright, now you can comment on that best, I think. You've got the most experience here if
Alright,
he's
yep.
hitting the
So
apexes.
he's into third gear. He's going out of, I believe, his village. Now he's going on to the Wellington Straight, using a bit of the battery. He's keeping on the racing line, which is interesting considering there is a bump there. Goes nicely onto the brakes, not too hard. A slight lock-up, but I just think that's just a visual bug there. He's getting a good exit there, going early on power, using all the track there, using overtake, trying to get as much speed as possible, staying in 7th gear, maybe going into 8th, which he does. Slams into cops, just misses the apex there, but gets a good exit. Now into the famous section here, there's famous S's here on Magaton Beckett's. Full throttle here, going into 6, just a light.
Barely, almost invalidated here.
He's quite lucky there it's a 1:03.8 for the middle split. What can he do for the final sector though?
That braking wasn't ideal.
Now, it's not ideal, but it's a good banker lap so far. Keeping in 4th here, getting good throttle, trying to minimize wheel spin. He does that pretty well. Overtake to the line. What's it going to be? It's
okay, it's quite late. But also quite interesting that turning at the end. 127.9 in a realistic car. That's very much decent. As Indigo has only set a 129. Indigo will have to work on that. As I think we can now watch someone drive his lap as well. No, he has already invalidated his last one.
No, actually, he'll have to go back into the pits.
Yeah, he's also got no fuel.
Fuel flashing. As the Aston also said.
As Tom is actually also invalidated his lap. Yeah, the Aston of
and he's
loser
not doing another run as well.
has
so
also invalidated.
Oh,
yeah,
the Aston is on the inters though, so that's a pretty competitive time.
It is, yeah.
He is on the inters.
And considering that he's only 8/10 behind a car that isn't. Actually, no, even closer. Scarlett actually is also on the softs, and that is quite a competitive lap time from the
Aston. P2 is on the inters, I believe. So
no, he's not
already out. Oh no, never mind. It's on the softs. I thought it was on the inters for a second.
I'm pretty sure they're all invalidating the tricky Lewis Hamilton Paris section, aren't they?
Yep.
What is the most difficult section on this track here?
For the most difficult part of the track is probably either the last couple of corners, because it's quite hard to maintain traction there. It's a low grip section, so it's easily to spin out. High curbs, so it's always quite hard to manage that. So I think that's probably the hardest in my opinion.
Yeah, I think the next one to start his lap, I think, is Tom. He will...
probably not. He is running out of fuel, so he won't be going for another run.
Actually, yeah, true. Wait, what? He's not actually set a lap time then. Yeah, true. So he does not seem to actually go for another lap.
Into the pits now. I guess it'll be the two Williams here. So.
And Scarlett's already set a lap time, so it's going to be Charlotte. That is going to set a lap time here. Charlotte Hawkins is gonna probably have a slipstream from her teammate then. So. Yeah, but she's probably gonna have a slipstream from her teammate on this lap. That's why her teammate stayed out. And that's most likely gonna help her get out of Q1.
Shall we ride on board Charlotte's lap?
Yeah, I am. I think Scarlett's only doing this so Charlotte can get a good slipstream on her, yeah. You can really see down the straight that she's just giving a slipstream, although she might have to get out of the way here. Although she might give a slipstream up to Cobbs, but then she has to go out of the way, so Charlotte does not have the dirty air. Actually, still through Cobbs, they're still actually going directly behind each other. Scarlett has to get out of the way now, otherwise Charlotte is gonna lose time. Yep, no. There she... Oh! Almost!
Ooh, a bit wide, just on the white line, so... Getting it close there. 4.0, sorry, so that's similar to what the Haas was doing before. Just 2 tenths off that. A little bit of a lift on the exit, all very close to track limits there. Braking just before the 50. keeping it in third here. Maintaining traction very well here. Overtake to the line, what's it going to be? It's a 28.2, just shy of 3 tenths off.
Very good lap in the
Haas
Williams.
whilst
Very
on
good lap
P1.
in Williams.
It's a very good lap, beating out the V car.
As we can actually look at Malin, the championship leader right now. He's also on his lap. And he's gonna hope to get himself up and out of Q1 with just a single lap. So also the Aston, because he's the only one that set a lap time, will get that extra point as well.
That is true. That is valuable points for the constructors and his own championship.
It is indeed, yeah.
So Mellon sets a 2.5 in the second split, which is about 1.3 seconds faster than what we've currently seen so far. So this is definitely going to go top by a long way here. As
Max Fan has,
27.2.
yeah, Max Fan has really set a big benchmark there. As Foxer actually almost matches Max Fan's time in the Alpine.
But 25.8 though from Mellon.
Oh wow, yeah.
1.4 seconds clear of the field.
Okay, so Max Fan has probably made a mistake. Yeah, I think Max Fan has probably made a mistake. Although it is a very good lap from Focuser. Although
it's a very good lap. He can definitely go into the pits there.
Yeah, he can probably. He'll probably retire already. Person to look out for is still Volsey. Volsey will most likely be up there with Malin and Max Van. Usually Adonis is also up there, although Adonis is not racing today.
Who would be the next person to cross the line?
Yes, I think.
I don't know if that's a Mercedes in sector 3 now.
Yes, no, it's on an outlap. Well, it is. Is it Banter? It might be. No, Banter is here.
No, it's not.
So it is Raul. Raul is on his outlap, so he's gonna start his lap now. Last time Raul had a great race. Came from a quite low position, and he could have almost won the race if it just played out for him a bit better. But then, in the end, unfortunately for him, it did not.
He's going to try and stay to the left-hand side of the Wellington straight here, trying to avoid the bump there. It'll be key to avoid it. You do lose a couple hundredths, which could be very crucial here. He's at a 27.6, if I am correct, in the first sector, which is quite competitive.
As Ryan has actually already retired as well, without a lap, so he's going to be the first one to be out as well in qualifying.
Level of confidence is definitely a lot here. He didn't touch the brakes at all. It's at a 3.1, which is, I think, 3 times what Mellon did, so he'll definitely be slotting in probably around P2, P3, as the Red Bull sits at 26.2, and that's a very good lap there. Should be comfortable.
I've actually not seen Adonis has actually switched to Red Bull, so of course Adonis is still there, just not in an Alpine, in the even quicker car now, as Raul has set a 126.6. But yeah,
I think the next driver to cross the line is Bobby, who just slots into P3 there, just shy of his teammates. So both Red Bulls looking quite competitive here.
Yeah, they do. Although somebody we can have an eye on is Volsey, who's gonna soon finish his lap, and he is the closest to the McLaren in the constructors. He's gonna go up into P2.
Very close between P4, P3 and P2 there, just separated by 7/100ths of a second, so Very competitive out here today.
Although you can really see that the reason of why Melon is in P1 in the championship, can't you?
Yeah, just a tiny bit. So there's just 2 cars, or technically 3 cars, haven't set a lap, and that is the V-Carb and the Kick Sauber here. Kick Sauber of currently in the pits, and the V-Carb just in the pits as
Yeah,
well. There's not a lot
Saros,
of time left, so
yeah.
they'll be hoping to get out quickly and set their final runs, and hopefully not invalidate like they have previously.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to Ryan, but he is also DNF'd, so he will, as long as Sarah and aren't getting a DNF, he will be last. The McLaren of Loser has actually gotten himself up into P6 as well, and he's also retired, saying he does not need any more same-for donors.
They think they're safe, and looking at the times, they are probably safe, so that's good for them. They won't be needing to go out on another run here, saving the tyres for the race and for the rest of qualifying. So it will be the Haas that's going to be starting the lap first here.
Yeah, the Haas of Tim. Tim's previously shown what he can do. I'm pretty sure it was Japan where he put a Williams in P3 in realistic. So let's see what he can do here.
Definitely has the pace.
As long as he doesn't make any mistakes, yeah. Alright, apparently...
So entering village here, he's going to be braking around about the 60-meter mark. As Bobby retires, he thinks he's safe, which he is probably safe. He gets on throttles, keeping in third around there, as a lot of people are retiring now. He's going to try and stay somewhat to the left of the track, trying to avoid any bumps, as the split is now 7 tenths up on his previous best, which will only put him 1 place higher, surprisingly. But I'm definitely sure he will improve, as he does get a wobble out on the exit of left field. That's definitely going to affect his time, so it will be definitely close between him and getting knocked down here. As now entering Magaton Beckett's here, he's going to try and see if he can improve on his previous time. He almost goes flat out there, takes a small little lift here. He doesn't run too wide, he's going to carry a lot of speed. 1.8 seconds hub, fastest second sector according to the game, which isn't probably true, but he is probably close to that.
The game always says that, unfortunately. Although he is using everything of his battery as well. And last 2 corners he's going to go through and finish the lap in P9.
That was a good time there.
Yep, it is. As I have actually been informed that Ryan does actually have a quali ban. That is why he is why he is in last. Charlotte is also retired from the session. That's not going to be enough, I don't think so. It only takes 1 person and she's out.
There is a big gap though, 8 tenths between herself and the next driver behind, so...
Although the next driver behind is already 2 tenths up, and in theory they could still knock her out.
That is true. So the second sector split here will be crucial on whether the kick will make out of Q1 or not. As they are 4 tenths up, which they just need only a couple more tenths, and maybe they'll find themselves into Q2 here, but it'll be very close to see who will be into Q2 here. Across the line, where will the kick find
quite a wobbly exit. Nope.
Oh.
Wait, what? How?
What?
How?
Oh.
Nope. It is invalidated.
I don't know are registered for it. Oh, it's because they went back on track, so they put them down again.
Yep,
Because
and
it was this in previous lap invalidation.
Scarlett is not improving. She has an invalid lap time, so it's only Sarah and who can, in theory, knock Charlotte out. I don't believe so, so I'm just gonna watch Sarah.
No, I have faith in As the V-carb set to 4.0 here, that is, I think, 2/10 off Charlotte's time here, so it'll be very close.
As Indigo also is not happy with his lap, and he says that's why he prefers GT3 cars. They also did kind of look like GT3 track limits that he did. As has got himself up into P16, and Sarah P17. And Sarah P17. Although knowing he's now going to be raging and censoring his own swear words. And Ravus is also not gonna improve. So, out are Sarah, Indigo, Scarlet, and Ryan with a crowdy band. The front view is currently Melon, Volsey, Adonis, and Bobby, although this will most likely change for Q2 and 3.
Judging from what we've seen here, it'll be very tight for Q2 to see who's going to get in or not. The field is quite compact, apart from Melon, who's just in a different league.
For now, Max Van and Volsey can definitely still step up their game. They have not shown everything here. As now, Q2 is going to be starting in a second, and we'll see who makes it into the top 10 and who does not. As I think Tom is actually the first one to go out as well. No, it is not. It is, I think, Tim then. Is it? Let's see. Yes, it is. Tim is the first one to go out. So let's watch him. As for now, at least, it looks like the McLarens are relatively safe in securing their championship this year, and it doesn't look like Ferrari, at least in the constructors, is going to play any kind of challenge to them, with Jamie not being up to pace and Volsey basically carrying the Ferrari team. Jamie is still scoring points, but of course not getting into these high positions that he needs to.
Indeed, the gap is 56 points between Ferrari and McLaren, so there is still a chance, but McLaren realistic pace is quite quick, so it's going to be quite difficult for the Ferraris to try
it's one of the fastest teams with one of the best driver pairings, so of course that is hindering the other teams a bit.
True, but Ferrari did gain points on McLaren last race, I believe, so anything could still happen. Don't worry, this year is our year. Probably every single Ferrari fan. Anyway, as the Haas is now starting their lap, they're using a bit of battery at the start of the lap, trying to get a boost for the first two corners here before braking around about the 65 meter mark, a bit wide, slightly missing the apex there, putting in medium, trying to get more traction.
As Adonis is a 5 place.
The Red Bull. 5th-place penalty with the Mercedes. That's big. I don't know how that happened, but that is
somewhere in
massive
Cops,
for
I
qualifying.
think, or somewhere in Maggots and Baggots, or one of both. I'm pretty sure he will most likely have just been ran into the back of. At least that's what usually happens. And of course, the 5th place is, especially because he actually had the pace to get at least like in the top 4. So 5th place is going to be very unfortunate. Although luckily in Silverstone you can overtake.
In the race for them now, being 5th place lower in a DRS train sort of game, that's going to be quite difficult to try and get back up.
Yeah, but at least in Silverstone you can overtake. At least you can overtake.
That is true. There's a lot of overtaking opportunities. So the Haas is on a pretty good lap here. Just looking from the sectors and how it's driving a bit deep there, but getting the car nicely stopped, having a good apex there across the line. It's going to be a 27.3. That is a very good banker lap there. But I don't think that will be enough to make them into Q3, so they definitely will have to go again. But that is a good banker. There's the Ferrari and now the Aston goes first with a 26.5 as you see the Haas.
Yep, Leo was currently faster than Jamie as well. Actually, Leo's actually faster than Jamie. And,
that's very interesting.
That's a very good. Actually, he's faster than Max Fan as well. What is going on with Max Fan?
I'm honestly not too sure here because Max Fan wasn't too competitive in Q1 either. We believed it was a mistake, but maybe it's something more than just that. Because
maybe he's just not completely confident in the track yet. Let's just hope it's going to be enough at least for him to get into Q2 and get into Q3 and as Raul's set the fast lap, and maybe he'll figure that mistake out that he was doing because his teammate can, and usually they're basically on the same pace. So.
But it's a 1.1 second gap between the two, so it's not looking good.
Not for now. No, not for now. He just needs to get his. He just needs to get his pace on.
Looking at the timings right now, and they are currently slower than Q1 for basically everyone right now. So I think maybe the conditions are deteriorating.
I am pretty sure they are just most likely on just old tires for the first run.
That is true, and if it is, then it's quite good laps there. Being set only 10th off or 2/10 off the previous times. As the next driver to cross the line will be the Alpine, I think? No, never mind. Different. No, not that one.
No, I think it would be a Red Bull, wouldn't it? Both Red Bulls have already done a lap, so it will be the Ferrari of Volzi that's going to start his lap. Yeah, Volzi is going to start his lap.
Maybe the Alpine.
Of Tom.
Oh no, I think it's the Haas, I think.
Wildstorm.
Wildstorm. They're about to finish.
Yeah, Wildstorm is about to finish indeed. And let's see what he can do.
See what they can do in the final sector.
If they are going to be able to match the teammate of Tim, who's usually outperforming the car by a lot. And you can really tell that by the gap between the two.
Well, they're only separated by almost 3/10 though, so good effort from Wildstorm. Although he's currently not going to make himself into Q3, which is a shame, but hopefully for his sake he can get himself into Q3. It's only a 300th gap to Q3 at the moment for him, so definitely the potential to get in there.
Let's see what he can do.
The Ferrari and the Mercedes, and even the Alpine
as Tom has actually, yeah, that is Tom.
0.4.
That has set a very decent lap. Yeah.
It would be the Ferrari next to set a lap here.
Volzi.
Yep.
Yeah, Volzi will most likely set a lap that is competitive, and
that is a very good first split here. That will be challenging Melon's time at the top. 2.5 here. The game says it's fast as sector 2. It is bugged, but maybe it is true in this case here, as it does look very competitive at the moment.
You can actually really see the difference between like a kicker or someone and this Ferrari. It just slides way less, and
a lot is fastest, a 25.8, and it's the fastest time we've seen so far this session. So that is a very competitive time. It's definitely making a statement here, as both Ferraris are ahead of their rivals. So at the moment, despite the gap of 54 points between Ferrari and McLaren, Ferrari definitely seem to have an advantage here just from pace. We'll see what happens in the race though.
Spanter has...
It is advantage Ferrari.
Spanter's gone P9 as well. Currently he's in, although he will have to go again.
Yeah, that time probably won't be good enough here, considering what other people can do. As Tim, I think, just starts his lap at the moment, so he'll be the next driver to set a lap here. Maybe he's looking to have 3 runs here in this session, which is quite ambitious, but I think that is needed to try and get into
especially for a Haas, yeah.
Yeah, a very competitive grid, so it would be impressive if he does, but at the moment he is 1.5 tenths quicker than his personal best, which will put him almost in P9 here, which is definitely looking good, although at the moment I only can see that he can probably get P8 at best, as there is a 4-tenth gap between the McLaren and the Ferrari here. This is now going to enter Maggots and Beckett here. This is going to be before he goes into sector 3 here, and we'll see how much he has improved on this time, but he definitely looks a lot more confident on this lap here, putting down nice power there, getting a lot of turn in there. He's only improved by 400ths compared to his previous time here in sector 2, so maybe he's already found the limit in sector 2. We'll see for sector 3 though, as he almost invalidates it, entering the final part here, gets the car nicely turned in. He doesn't go as deep as he did before. Maybe it's an extra couple attempts there. Let's see when he comes across the line. It's a 4-tenth improvement.
And that puts him ahead of Max Fan actually, in the McLaren. So you can really see how much Max Fan is actually struggling, as he's actually also going to start his lap now. So let's see if he can manage to get himself into a better position to get actually out of Q2.
Yeah, he does burn to 8% ERS, which is, I think, the play here around Silverstone before starting a lap, trying to get that boost. Entering now Village, he brakes quite late, he gets a lot of turning, just showing how good that McLaren car really is. But how much is he going to improve in sector 1? It looks very tiny from what we can see here. Maybe it is improvement, or maybe not. Let's see here. He is up by only 1,000th of a second. Oh no, 800ths of a second. Gets nice turn in there. He's choosing to have a more of a tighter line through Luffield right there, compared to his rivals. So maybe that could be the reason why he's not getting a good lap time. He's losing too much time.
He slid.
Spins. That's not going to help his time, and it's not going to help him at all.
No, that really isn't. That really isn't. I
Depending
think
on how much fuel he's put in the car, he may need to have another go. He's only 2 tenths up.
Although he is still on hot lap mode, so he seems to be wanting to continue this lap.
He could box in because he isn't. Oh, he's choosing to stay out. This will be his final run. He is running out of fuel. This is his only run, or his last run of the session here. This will be crucial for McLaren in the championship, as he does go P4. He gains a lot of time in his final sector.
So he will most likely just simply have made a mistake in the final sector on his first run, and he will have now corrected that mistake.
Yep.
As we can actually look on board with Bobby as well.
At the beginning of this, yep. Bobby in Q1 did look very competitive, so I would assume he will improve on his current time of 26.5. I do believe he set a 0.2 Q1, and he also mentioned in the chat that he didn't like his runs, so maybe he thought he could have done a 0.0 or maybe matching Melon here, but he is down on his time, so he's not having a good start of run here. He's kind of in a position where he needs to improve, although the gap between P9 and 8 is quite large, so he is relatively safe compared to let's say Tim for instance, but he's still dab on the brake. I just saw as he's now burning his ERS 235. It is a almost 2/10 improvement here, which will put him ahead of Max Van, almost where the Mercedes or Raul is. Now entering the final part of the lap, braking at the 70-meter area, a bit wide on entry, compromising his run here into the final part of the lap. He is bound to the end, and it is a 26.3, which surprisingly isn't faster than his Q1 time.
Although that is P3 for him, so that is all he needs to get himself out of Q2 and into Q3.
And just looking from his fuel gauge, because it's not blinking yet, I assume he refueled in case he didn't validate for that run.
Yeah, so he is
maybe that's
completely
why he
safe.
Gain too much time.
And of course he didn't need to gain so much more time. He is safe. He will not be knocked out here.
Now I guess we can turn our attention to the bottom of Tim and below right here. So that is Melon going even faster there.
125.7. That is actually insane.
Very impressive. And this is just Q2, so okay, I'm not going to question that.
Now
I guess we can probably look at either Wild.
Tom is starting his lap. Although somebody's direct.
Is Wildstorm right behind him?
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
He's getting a very nice slipstream here. Maybe.
Yeah, although Tom is not gonna. Tom is not gonna yield though. Tom is not gonna yield. So.
And he doesn't need to.
No, but it just depends on if he runs up onto Tom by the end of the lap. Because if he needs to overtake Tom by the end of the lap, he will have screwed himself up.
Yeah, he does have a problem here, but it is a big enough gap that if he is extremely close, maybe he can afford a couple of attempts here. Because he is, I think he's, Tom now has pulled away a bit compared to Wildstorm, so that is definitely crucial for his Q3 hopes here. But definitely in this part of the section, he is going to gain a lot of time just from that slipstream alone. He was 2 attempts up in sector 1, but how far is he going to be up here? It is 4 attempts. As look at how quick he is down the stretch. He's gaining on the Alpine at a very quick rate of knots.
Although now he will have the dirty air.
It does improve, I believe, but isn't enough to get or move herself any higher up with the 27.7. As we do see his control, I do think he's lost some time to Wildstorm.
Yep, and Wildstorm is in Q3. Most likely, Wildstorm will most likely be in Q3.
The Mercedes is knocked out here. Stuck in P12.
Yeah, here is Banter's knocked out. What a shock. He had a couple of good races and now this. Back to the old habits. As Focuser is also going to complete his lap, he might be the one to knock him out.
Tim has improved as well, so that almost it could be both Hasses in here.
But look at the gap between the Haas and the Focuser. It's less than 1/10.
Yeah, I didn't see the split for sector 2, but I do think the Alpine.
Yep, the Alpine has got him.
P9,
the Alpine has got him.
So just sneaks in to the top 10 here. I didn't catch everyone who was knocked out, but I'm pretty sure we will.
Yep, we will be. As Wildstorm F1 is knocked out, Adonis of course has at 5 place with penalty. The Banter is knocked out. Tom is knocked out. Rabus is knocked out, and Charlotte is knocked out. Although in the Williams there was nothing else to expect, really, was there?
Yeah, the Williams is quite slow in this game, and also in real life. Please
as it is
Charlotte.
Melon ahead of Volsey as well, although they are basically almost on the same lap time, so they'll fight it out right here in Q3. As Tom has left the session, let me see if I can re-invite him. Let's see. Do I have him? I hope I do. No, that's Tim. That's not Tom. Nope, I unfortunately do not have Tom. So he's gonna try to get somebody else to invite him.
I was just looking at the chat right now, and I'm pretty sure we have footage of the incident with Adinus where he did get that grid penalty when they were both the Mercedes and the Red Bull were on their outlap. It does seem like Mercedes does try to pull off the line, but the Red Bull overspeed just plows into the back of the Mercedes. No damage was done, but of course the grid penalty is a lot bigger than that damage, so
that is damage enough, yeah.
It will be removed.
No, the race will not be reset for stuff like that. That have to be a really big bug where like half the grid can't race for the race to restart after qualifying.
So the Aston Martin, who did show extremely good pace
Leo
in
is...
both sessions here, kind of an underdog here. We haven't really been talking about him
too much,
he's
but... of course his teammate having a grid penalty, we don't know his pace, so the Aston might be able to actually do something here, get into what I would suspect is the top 5.
I can't remember where each car lies on the realistic performance scale, but I'm pretty sure the Aston is in the top, or is the 5th fastest car. So to be in such a competitive area in the grid is really impressive. So
although of course it does also matter on what circuit you are on and what attributes are fitting to your car.
That is true.
Also, the biggest thing that matters though, of course, is the driver skill. As now, he's going to start his lap.
As Arm has proven before.
You mean in a negative way?
Exactly. Anyway, as we are looking on the Aston Martin here, on his outlap here, oh, it's flying lap, sorry, as he is exiting Village Hill. He did have a quick run. He slightly missed the apex, but I don't think he lost too much time. He did carry some very good speed there. So we do see his first split here is a 27.5. That is, I think, 3 tenths shy to what the front runners were doing in Q2. As it does look a lot more sunny here in Q3.
Yeah, it does.
Less clouds, so that will affect performance here. So maybe it is affecting in a negative way.
As he actually stays in 7th gear as well before cops, so his engine braking for him.
Yeah, that's interesting. I'm pretty sure that is slightly faster because you don't lose as much time, so maybe that's why he's having so much. That's why he's able to perform very well around here at the moment. So, see his second split, 2.7, that is very good right there. He definitely has a lot of pace in sector 2. Maybe he can use compromising his sector 1 a bit, especially with the EOS leads, to try and get a better sector 2 and even sector 3 here, as he is going to complete his run and reduce his Mercedes and start his lap right in front of him as he comes across the line. So 26.2.
Very good lap, yeah.
That would have been P4 in Q3, so
I'm pretty sure they are.
Very good there.
As Max Fan is about to end his lap, maybe this is going to be the... Nope, it is not going to be the first fast lap.
That is not going to be fast. I was going to point out that he was 2 tenths slower than the Aston second split. Yeah, but that second split has been struggling a lot. As we did ride the border with him in Q2, he gained 6 tenths compared to his previous time in Sector 3.
So I wonder if he has done the same thing in Sector 2 in the first lap as well. Because that is the kind of mistake that would cost you 6 tenths.
That is true. As I am looking at the time, I think that, yeah, I think he is doing that. I think he's just struggling in Sector 3 massively. He's just making the same mistake. Although
his teammate is also on his lap. And his teammate seems to be way more confident. As actually Volsi is about to finish his lap.
2.5, this should go top.
Yep.
Table here. 25.8, which isn't faster than what Melon was able to do on his run. Maybe Max Fang, looking at where he is, maybe he's going to lift off a bit, trying to give his teammate
that is Melon.
a bit of a toe here.
Oh yeah.
Melon, sorry.
Yeah, we are currently spectating Melon and Maxman is in front. Yeah. Sorry. Yep, he is.
Is alright. Let's see, game is currently in play. Let's see how much time is it. A 2.4 here. That is a very strong sector two. That is faster than what the Ferrari was able to do. And looking at the ERS map, that is he has more battery, so the Ferrari was burning more and is currently down. Oh, it's bounced too much curve that out a bit and gets a massive snap of obviously. That's definitely
and that is lost him the position to Volsey.
Yeah, he definitely lost so much time there. So
if he wouldn't have made that mistake, Volsey would have probably been P2 right now. Although he is P2 now, with Adonis actually, out of nowhere, going fastest.
Well, not really out of nowhere. He has a lot of pace here, but remember that 5 grid penalty, that would put him in 6 at the moment, so...
Yeah, that is in fact true. That is true. Although...
Is there a break before the race start, or...?
No.
Okay.
There is not. It will instantly start.
Is there a formation lap?
No, also not.
Okay, that's great. As Bobby Wills... No,
as Raul has actually got a 5th place as well. Raul has got a 5th place for a collision with Bobby, and Bobby's in the pits, so I wonder what happened there.
I'm not too sure what happened there. Maybe there was some impeding going on because it seemed like Bobby was on a fast run.
I wonder if, because it was in that corner that Raul may have been out of fuel and Bobby might have ran up to him in the middle of that corner.
That is very interesting. I'll look in chat right now to see if there is a bit of argy-bargy over text at the moment. It does seem like I'm not too sure what happened, but it does seem like Mercedes may have been in the way here, so we'll see if there will be footage provided to give us more context of what happened there, but we'll see. No one is on a run. I will be back. I'm just going to get a glass of water. You can just be commentating the very dull pit.
It is the most interesting period of the qualifying, obviously, as Focuser is going into the pits as well. So everybody's just waiting for the track to improve to its best, so they can get that extra few tenths that you can get from the optimal track. As actually some people are already going out again? No, it is just Focuser coming into the pits. So we will most likely be waiting about 1 minute until everybody is gonna go back out again.
Okay, I'm back.
As the only thing that's happened is Focuser going into the pit lane.
Lovely.
As now there is a Ferrari going out. I am guessing that is Jamie. Yes, it is Jamie. And I'm guessing that he's gonna try to just simply get Volsey a slipstream. Although I think that might happen.
Would be very good for his championship hopes.
Actually, although he also still has to set a lap, so I think it's might just be that he wants to set a lap early.
Alright, so has provided some footage of the incident between Bobby and Raul, so it does seem like entering the corner, the Mercedes was just on the racing line, so Bobby expected him to move and just kind of made a last minute move to try and go to the right hand side, but it was too late and there was contact, so yeah, okay. It does seem like that 5th place was unfortunately deserved,
so we'll already have 2 people going down 5 places.
Indeed, both a Mercedes and a Red Bull, so I'm not too sure where they stand in the constructors. Don't know how massive that will be.
Red Bull is
and that
decently
will probably also be a
high
quali
up,
ban as well, maybe.
Although it might not be, because of course he's already gotten a penalty for it.
But also looking at the footage, It does seem like Bobby at the very end did seem to just sideswipe the Mercedes, so
we will see what the stewards decide after the race. As Jamie is now going to be starting his first lap of Q3 actually.
And his last lap, unless he has enough field to start another one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's just timed this perfectly so that if he runs out, makes a little mistake, that he can just go again. Because he would have timed that perfectly.
As he is sticking in hot lap here in Village compared to other people on medium. Maybe that does give him a bit of an advantage of raw speed, but maybe compromising his traction abilities. He's at a 0.4. That's a 10th of what his teammate did in the first split. That is still very competitive. Looking around the low 26s at the moment, which would put him P4, but considering with the penalties, maybe a P3 start, maybe even a P2, depending on how good his lap is. He's now... Oh, he almost invalidates.
Oh, that is bad. That is bad.
2.8, that is definitely not competitive enough to be in that top 3, but considering penalties, maybe he does get promoted to top 3. We'll see. I can't remember, was it the Mercedes that got the grid penalty? Or
yes, Raul. Raul and Adonis. Okay. Raul and Adonis. As Jamie has went up into P6. Yep. That is not
that is his
great.
Qualifying over.
As the first one to actually cross the line is Bobby, who is in P10. He's going to be the first one to
2.5
cross the line.
That is, I think, 5 times faster than what he was doing previously. So
he's locked up a bit though.
He gets he locks up his rears, I think, entering the corner. That's not going to help him at all.
As it is P4.
P4. Well, that is currently net P3 at the moment, so that is very good as his teammate is going to cross the line here. He's slightly up on his time. What is it going to put him? It's going to be a 0.7 here, so McLaren will set the next lap time here.
Yep.
It's P4 for Max Fan.
Only? P4 only?
Disastrous Q1 and Q2 sessions.
That will most likely put Walsey on pole, because it's because Melon is only 1/10 up, as Walsey has set another
619.
Another banker.
1/10 improvement for Melon here, but wait, yeah, he did make a massive mistake in the last sector, so maybe there is still room for improvement here. As we will see, these are critical corners.
As he's not going to go over the line, and it is pole position!
It's pole position. 0.5, very, very strong lap time there.
On the last possible opportunity, he took it away from the Ferrari.
That's going to be very crucial for the championship. A McLaren P1 and P3, while Ferrari is P2 and is only P8 for Jamie, so it's definitely interesting. Actually, is it?
Yes, it is because of Raul's penalty and the Adonis not being close enough to him.
Is going to be dropping to P8. Yeah, or no, P7. Yeah, it'll be P7 because Raul also has that grid penalty.
Yep, exactly.
So that is going to be, as Tim didn't get to finish a lap time.
I almost wanted to say that at the same time.
So that is unfortunate, considering he had a lot of pace.
As we are
I'm not too sure how much pace he would have had.
As we are just waiting for. Okay, now Grand Prix is going to be starting in a second, and that is going to be a big fight against Melon versus Walsey. That is going to be the fight of the race. As Adonis' grid penalty seemingly has disappeared. I don't know why.
I'm pretty sure that's just because of the individual session that shows the grid penalties.
So we have Melon on pole position ahead of Walsey. I think this is going to be a lot of chaos and maybe a bit of contact as well. And directly behind them being Max Fan. Bobby directly behind them as well. Bobby might try to do a little dive bomb into turn 1, knowing him. knowing his driving style.
Silverstone has a variety of different strategies that you can use. You could start on the softs, the mediums, and the hards. There's no real right or wrong decision here. It's just how you utilize the strategy and the tire selection to your own preference. So it's
Is
definitely
there
be very interesting to see
is
how
there
it
any kind of
play
tire
out.
that's absolutely horrible or not?
The hards is quite slow, but definitely towards the end of the stint, it is faster, but only if you can utilize it to its
So
best abilities.
if
It's
you
not
are
the
maybe
most
stuck in
ideal
a
tire choice.
if you are maybe stuck in a DRS train, you mean that's when you should use it.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm pretty sure you can do softs and then an early pit stop onto the hards, or maybe medium hards. Just an earlier pit stop. The undercut's very powerful in this game, and especially in Silverstone. Won't be too surprised to see a couple of hard tires today.
Although now we are first of all waiting for everybody to select their strategy, of course, and fuel load. How's the fuel burn on this track?
I've completely forgot. Wait, let me
Okay.
get it up.
Uh,
Let me get my sweaty Word doc.
and actually, we're going, and
Oh,
there
we're
was
going? Okay, I'll look
5
at my
lights on
bit
ahead of the
since 5
drivers,
red
and
lights.
it's lights out, and away we go. As I think Volzy's gonna bastard. Yes, he has. As Max Fenn is already alongside him actually, and he might go around the outside into turn 2 here. Will he? Yes, he will, and that is P2 for the McLaren, I think. Although he has the inside, but Volzy is gonna try to go around the outside of him. He's gonna try to
As
stick
he gets
around.
disqualified.
Yeah, as he has been getting disqualified, yes, indeed. I think he just didn't start, and that is unfortunate for him. As I can actually just see, Max Fan started on the softs, so that is the reason of why he got such a good start.
Indeed, I did see a bit of teamwork there. I'm pretty sure Melon did try and block the Ferrari's line into turn 3 so that his teammate can get a better run there. So maybe that is why Max does find himself in P2.
As now, although Max Fan is now pressurizing his own teammate as well, because of course he is on soft tires. He wants to get past.
Because, yeah, the
As
soft
he's gonna
tires
go
is gonna
down
be
the
better as
inside,
he
I'm
does
pretty
push
sure.
the inside.
Yes, he is, and he's done it.
Not too much resistance put up there. I'm pretty sure they're going to be playing it long here. Not going to try and risk too much stuff. As the winners of lap 1 seem to be Scarlett.
As Sergio Haas, oh!
Surprisingly.
Wallstrom almost spun on the exit there, and he's just about kept it in side of the track, although Pace Control Tom has now overtaken him because of that. Looking at the positions lost and gained, Rubbers and Tim seem to have had really bad starts, as Scarlett seem to have had a really good start.
Yeah, Mercedes too. Banter. Getting up 3 places and ahead of his teammates, so that is definitely crucial there.
That's all the way at the back. Ryan went past Charlotte as well.
Indeed. Let's. Can you bring up tire selection up, please? Thank you. So it seems like a lot of the grid has chosen the medium tires, but the midfield is on the soft tires here. The possible race strategies is I doubt they're going to lap 12 on those soft tires. So I'll try and get up my the strategy. I think I have no idea where it is though.
As Raul's also fighting with his teammate as well. And although seemingly everything going well between both of them.
It is true, as Mercedes is pressurizing the Ferrari a bit here. As he does set the fastest lap of the race with 28.8. That is a very good time here. He's definitely on a good form at the moment here. Maybe he's going to try and get further up the grid. It is a DRS train all the way down into opportunities here as the Red Bull or Bobby is trying to go around the outside. There's not enough room here. As Adonis finds himself in P5 now, so that is definitely looking good for his bad news of a grid penalty, which he's now trying to use his pace that he was demonstrating in qualifying into the race.
Yeah, what I've also seen is seemingly also making a bit of his own train as well, already having a 2-second gap to the cars in front. So the entire grid is just split up between and the rest.
Things. As Bobby seems to be putting pressure on the Ferrari here. The top four very close to each other as there is a swap for the lead here. Alan does find himself P1 here.
Yes, indeed. As I think, yep, Ryan is going to go down the inside of here. And Ryan has passed him with a very, very good move. Without any kind of contact.
Also finds himself P8.
Indeed, having overtaken. Although everybody is very close together here, so one mistake and you are
Tim has
losing
dropped
positions.
out of the DRS here.
Yeah,
he was
has.
showing very good pace in qualifying, but in Q3 and
he can't keep up with his teammate. Seems like. Although I think his teammate is actually, yeah, his teammate is on softs while Tim isn't. That will explain some stuff.
Has already used up a lot of his battery here, just looking at his dashboard.
As I think the McLarens are just playing DRS scams as well, and are just giving each other DRS so that Volsey can pass them.
Seems like it.
Although none of them is really able to pull away a lot.
It requires more of a mistake than just raw pace on this game to break the DRS here, so it's just more of a waiting game here. But let's see if Raul and Adonis can push further up the field after the grid penalty as there's
Volsey is now diving down the inside, and Volsey has got past Max Fan. Volsey has.
Red Bulls are also fighting behind.
Although, oh god, there's
no contact so far from what I can
yeah.
see.
Although the Ferrari is.
The Red Bull's just behind
Oh, I think the Red Bull touched each other as well. As Volsey was temporarily ahead of Max Fan and instantly got re-overtaken.
Adonis does go past his teammate there, so it does seem like he has more pace than his teammate.
Although he is now defending from his teammate actually, and
that's not the right idea. I guess he's trying to cover off an attack, but wants to be more focused.
Usually you want to be able to trust your teammate, yeah.
Exactly.
As Volsey's choosing a very different line here. Same for Adonis though.
Well.
Yeah, and at the end I think none of those lines have really worked or harmed them. So.
Yeah, I guess it's a benefit of Silverstone. There's such it allows creativity of lines, especially there. Just on which
as you can really see how close the Red Bulls are to each other. I think this is he's gonna be re-overtaken Adonis from Bobby. Because I don't think Bobby wants to let this place go.
A bit wide there. Didn't get a good exit here as Bobby should get past him here, but they're fighting quite aggressively here.
As Bobby breaks later, oh, they've made contact. But although I don't think
they've made contact.
Yeah, they made contact two times already. As Bobby's also having some slight traction problems as well. You don't want to make contact with your teammate, even though this will most likely not result in any kind of damage. You don't want to risk it.
It also creates more tension, so it's not looking too good down Red Bull. We also saw Bobby struggling a lot with his rear brake.
That's a mistake in the grass, and Raul got pushed off, and he instantly lost multiple positions as well.
Just 3 places, no, only 2 places in the process here. As he's fine with his teammate here, he makes contact with the Ferrari here. It's very argy-bargy here.
As he really chooses a different line here.
Prioritizing an exit, but it seems like Raul has covered it off from an inside line here. No one's going side by side here, which is probably for the best. We don't want to see early here.
As I can really just see, Jamie actually is on the softs, Jamie, and he is still stuck behind the Alpine of Focuser. So you can really see how little these softs work, and
Exactly, as they're now breaking DRS from the Aston to Jamie here, so they need to stop fighting here, unless they will be stuck here for the rest of the race. It's now 1.2 seconds.
although I think
Doesn't
Jamie might
seem
be able to
like
catch up to them again. I think Jamie might be able to catch up again, although not with that kind of exit, as I think Raul is going to be able to go for him now.
Yeah, it seems like he's going to try and wait for DRS here for the Wellington straight, make a move and try and push as hard as he can to the Aston Martin. Although he doesn't have the ERS for that, so it doesn't look too good here, as Jamie is quite slow. He's now lost a further 4 tenths now for the Aston. It's going to make Raul's life a lot harder here to try and get back up to the top 6. Now I'm wondering if Adonis did get someone damaged from that instant volley, because he's now...
As there's a yellow flag.
There's an instant with Om's off.
Om is off indeed. Although is that actually really news or not? I don't know. As he's
I'm
really
surprised he hasn't spun already.
As I think he might have actually been pushed into the grass and half spun. I'm guessing that's what happened down that long straight. As you can really see on the map, how large of a gap they've created now, the Mercedes and the rest.
Yeah, exactly. That fighting did not help him at all. As I was wandering back at the Omminson, exiting village before the Wellington straight, there is a curve that if you take it too aggressively, bottom out, so maybe that is a problem.
As we have the first 3 seconds of our race.
Expecting more to come.
We are definitely expecting more to come. As there's also the Williams fighting each other, and Aston has spun. It is Ryan. Ryan has spun. Oh, and he spun again.
And he spun again. His tires are quite hot at the moment,
and he's gonna rejoin in the middle of the track and push Om wide.
Has I think Om may have overtaken off the track. We'll see if the game.
Although he has been pushed off by Ryan, so that is his fault for an unsafe rejoin.
Much to go, so I'm pretty sure. Actually, he probably can't remove it because he will have to serve it under the pits, but it doesn't seem like he does get a penalty. So I think
he would have gotten it by now, yeah.
So he is currently safe here, as there's a massive gap after Wildstorm. 5 seconds back is his teammate, which he's really struggling here. Doesn't seem like he has too much race pace, unfortunate for him. So much potential.
I don't think Raul is going to be catching up again to the top. I think this gap is going to be staying. So that will mean that the Mercedes have lost out on potential. And
exactly, they showed a lot of pace, but unfortunate for them. Maybe, as Jamie does box, I was going to mention.
Actually, yeah.
Could be good here, so as Jamie is in the box here, so we'll see what tyre he goes on to. Probably if it's this early onto the hard tyres, which will take a very long time to heat up, but towards the end of the race should be the better tyre.
No mediums!
And medium tyres is a very aggressive core, and he is going in with the Mercedes as well.
He was also going on mediums.
Because they need someone to work with.
They both went into mediums.
And they... all the tracks on the calendar, so... if
as I have been disconnected.
That's
unfortunately. That is of course great, although I wish I could do something against it, but unfortunately I can't. That is the game being the game.
Or game. I guess we'll wait until an invite does.
First of all, I'll have to load outside of the old lobby and then load back in as soon as I have an invite. Although I might actually still have an invite. Yes, I do, from Charlotte. As I'm just gonna quickly try it out. And I hope it still works. Yeah, no, it does not, unfortunately. So we will unfortunately just have to wait until somebody sends an invite. Until then, there's unfortunately not gonna be any kind of footage from the race.
Yeah, I'm just looking at on stream. I'll just try and get some news across. I'm pretty sure that is Max Fan coming out of the pit lane alongside Arm here, but he does get in front, so Max Fan in relative clean air here, so he's done an undercut here. He's going to try and he's
As I have been invited by Om.
Oh, goat.
As
Gets overtaken in the process though, unfortunately.
As luckily we are back.
Yippee! I'm not too sure. I think Max Fan did go onto the medium tires, so hopefully we can try and undercut here. Maybe try and break Elwes. What's happened?
As Max Fan is on the medium tires. Yes, he is. He is indeed.
Adonis is P2. What's happened? Max Fan.
Not only that, but also as Saro somehow just dies. And
I think he's just trying to give him room. He doesn't repeat him. It's the Ferrari. He's lost DRS with
Adonis, yeah, he is no longer. I'm pretty sure that might have been because of Max Fan. Max Fan might have slowed up these people to help Melon. Although I don't think Melon's gonna have any kind of chance against Adonis and Volsey as long as they're playing DRS games with each other, and I don't think Melon's gonna stay ahead of them for much longer as long as they're getting DRS on each other.
Yeah,
Because Melon does not have any kind of DRS, so
exactly. Bobby does go
forward on Leo. Yep, he is.
Well keeping up with them.
Yeah, actually, really impressive. The Mercedes couldn't even keep up, and Leo can, seemingly.
Exactly. As Melon is keeping the gap the same here. They're not doing too much DRS swapping here, which is not what they need. Although there is a long way to go. We're almost halfway of the race, so there's
there's a lot of.
It's almost full wide there. As Banzer and Jamie
Are trying to get past.
Yeah,
they're trying to get past the Williams of Charlotte.
Charlotte. As Om gets a bit squirrely there, as it comes side by side, entering the
Of course, they have to go get past quickly, otherwise they're going to lose time.
They are losing lots of time at the moment here. This is not what they need.
As Jamie's going to send it down the inside of Charlotte.
With the Ferrari.
And that allows Peace Control Tom to somehow get past both of them. Get past Banter and Jamie. As Charlotte has rammed Jamie, and I think that those were front wing parts flying. I think that those are front wing parts.
As it's 3 wide here, we're about to enter left field here. It's 3 wide. Mercedes has gone through, and Jamie is about to as well. There's a bit of contact between Tom and Banter here, so maybe some front wing end plates have been torn off, which is not going to help performance at all, and that's the least. That is not what they need at all.
That is very much not what they need, no.
They lost, I think, 2, maybe even 3 seconds on that lap to what they were doing before, so...
Yeah, look, they were about 5 seconds behind Max Fan, and now they are 5 seconds behind. Max Fan is now 5 seconds behind, ahead of Saro, and they are 2.6 seconds behind Saro themselves. So
it does seem like Raul may do an overcut here and have fresher and better tyres than us.
Yeah,
So it does
same for
seem like
Foxa.
Raul maybe confirm P6 here, or no, P7 here.
The
Which
only one that
I
really
guess is
gained,
good news for him.
the only one that
Racing.
really gained here was Tom, who has overtaken both Jamie and Banter for a bit, although he has been re-overtaken by Banter.
Exactly. And Wildstorm is P14 here. I'm pretty sure he was at the back of the train, if I remember. He was in P13.
Yeah, he was.
And these guys were fighting for P7 here, so that shows how much time they have lost. They are now net P11 here almost. So that's not ideal for them at all, as you would assume the front runners are going to box soon as Bobby gets overtaken by Leo here. So you would expect someone to box, but no, they're going to stay out to maybe they're going to box that 14, you imagine. But
As this is actually a beautiful battle. Without any kind of contact, that was a great overtake. That was a great overtake from Adonis.
That's what you like to see. But unfortunately for Adonis, and obviously the gap's grown.
Yeah, the gap to Melon has grown. That is true. They can't quite keep up with him.
So teamwork is not being demonstrated here. It seems like I haven't seen too much swapping from them. They need to do it every lap as much as possible. It's just not happening. They need to be burning their battery when they need to, and they're just not conserving it at the moment. Time is unfortunately running out. I wouldn't be too surprised here if Max Fan does come out similar or even ahead of his teammate Melon here. It's been several laps since he has boxed. I'm pretty sure it's been 4, maybe 3 laps since he's boxed. So let's see how. Let's see where he comes out once these guys box, which it should be soon here. That's the Donis goes by of the Ferrari, although it's just the RS game, so it doesn't mean too much. Pretty sure who's boxing. I have no idea who's boxing.
That is Adonis.
Leo and Adonis.
Adonis, Leo, and I think that is both of them. Adonis and Leo, as Sarah's already gotten a 6-second time penalty.
Those made time penalties as I expected.
Same.
So that's pretty good.
After Austria last round, I expected more.
Behind them, also boxing. As let's see where they come out in let's compare it to where Max Fan is, and he's already gone past them. He's way ahead.
He is, as has got a 10-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. A classic.
That's not what he needs.
No, but it is a classic.
And the gap is 5 seconds to Max Fan. If we compare that to what it was to Melon, it was...
As we can actually see, they are on the softs. They're on the softs already.
Yeah, softs to the end. It does seem like that. So
that is quite ambitious.
Faster than Max Fan here, but Max Fan will be net P1 at the moment, as I'm pretty sure he will have a 1.5-second gap to his teammate once he does box, just comparing the times to where they were before and after. There's just some more DRS swapping has happened. Pretty sure the man has lapped someone, but now he's into the box. No one gets 10-second stop, 10-second time penalty, so it's relatively good. I'm not too sure where warnings are at the moment, but we'll probably find out.
As we can see, maybe if Max Fan would have overtaken Melon or not. I think he will. Well, won't he? I think he will.
As you can just see in the background, that is Max Fan's car just about there, so it's going to be very close between the two
he has
teammates.
He's got it. He's got it.
He's got the position though, but it isn't a large gap, and Melon on those soft tyres, he will be very quick here, as Tim is still out on those mediums. I'm pretty sure he's just waiting for a safety car. Or VSC, it does save a lot of time, but unfortunately I don't think this race is going to be
As actually the DRS does not open.
To get past the slap. the laps on those softs, as he does already get by here, and the gap is 1.5 seconds to his teammate, and I wouldn't be too surprised here if he does end up winning this race.
Yeah, he's got 6 laps fresher tires, yeah. Although his tires will also go off. His tires will also go off at the end.
I wouldn't be too surprised here if Melon gets by and he just gives his teammate DRS, tows him along so he's safe from Adonis behind. Trying to secure a McLaren 1-2 here, which will be absolutely crucial for the championship hopes.
And I also must say that the big loser right now is Wolsey. Started P2 and now somehow ended up in P6 only.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there was a bit of contact maybe. He may have half spun or may have had some big battle going on, but he dropped a lot of time to Melon, sorry. So we'll see after if there was a bit of contact, but unfortunately we don't know what happened to him. As Tim is now getting overtaken here. Haven't boxed yet. Not too sure how long those tyres have left. Wouldn't be too surprised if he gets a puncture soon at this rate.
As now Melon is directly behind Max Fan. And where is he going to pass him? That's the only question. Around the outside. And he's going to...
It's both side by side, but I'm pretty sure Max Fan wasn't putting up too much of a fight there. He's just going to be sticking behind him maybe. Not going to pressure him at all. She's going to try and see if he can use his DRS as much as possible.
To not get eaten up by the other people. Yeah. To just not get eaten up by Adonis and Leo. Otherwise, they are only 1.8 seconds behind them now. They are rapid.
I wouldn't be surprised here if Max Fan, if he does get knocked out of the DRS here, if he will be put maybe down into P6 at the end of this race.
Yeah.
As I just noticed, Raul is actually relatively close now, back up to this top train again.
Yeah, he's somehow managed to catch back up. He has.
Yeah, he's caught back up a lot of time.
Tim is finally pits, yeah.
But 2.3 seconds, although I don't think he will be getting by. It was a good effort here, and he has secured P7. I remember that fight with Jamie and Banter, looking at the times now, almost, yeah, it's 6 and maybe even 7 seconds they've lost to his teammate. And they had the undercut, so that battle with the bottom train, with the kicks and the Williams and the V-carbs has cost them dearly here. They're now going to be scrapping for low points positions.
Indeed.
There's nothing really happening too much here. It's just either DRS training.
Sarah has somehow got 9 seconds worth of penalty now.
It's not been his race. At this rate, he will be P18.
Almost. He has these problems almost every single race, unfortunately. Oh, and his spun as well. Although he's actually done very well to save. He's done very well to save.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for him.
Although RB seems to have a very bad time at the moment with both of their drivers.
It's not been the day.
As Focus Up, also at 3 seconds.
It's crucial here. He is outside of Jamie's DRS, but that
for how much longer?
Make him any save, as it does seem like
Saros has crashed. I think he has crashed.
No, I'm pretty sure he retired on track.
Either he has retired on.
Quit or he got connected. But that I'm pretty sure that may have been a disconnect.
No, look at... Actually, yeah, his car stopped, yeah. Either he is disconnected or he is actually quit.
Retired. Yeah. But I wouldn't be surprised if it was the bug that costed him there. I doubt he would have scored points, but, you know, you don't want to be seeing that too often. That has just ruined his race, and he can't do anything about it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
There's some big news here. I'm pretty sure Melon has slowed down to ensure his teammate does get...
Although Volsey is within. Volsey's in the DRS zone. He's not got the DRS, but he's... Yeah, he's not got the DRS, so that means Adonis is now directly behind him.
Adonis gets by,
Uh,
but now he will get DRS hit. Now
he,
this
he,
is very
he
big for
needs
the
to
race
get the
here.
DRS. He needs to get it. If he doesn't, he'll have to catch back up everything. And he gets it. I think he'll get it.
Melon lifted about 3/10 there in maggots and backings. He's lost a lot
As
of time
oh,
now.
I think that's
there's a
Volsy
good
ramming.
bump.
Yeah. What is
Oh,
realism?
optimal racing line. Optimal racing line.
As realism happens. Anyway, I think Max Van.
He's lost
Yeah.
DRS. So Melon will be either trying to save his tires, trying to help him as much as possible.
I think.
Just gonna leave him.
Yeah, I think Melon's just left him to die at this point. I think Melon's realized that he can't save him.
He's being fed to the lions at this point. He's not gonna have a fun time here.
Nope, he is not going to be anywhere close to the top steps anymore.
No, but he will be trying his best here to defend here. Although it doesn't seem too likely at this point. I don't see him being in the top 5 at the end of this race, unfortunately for him, though.
As that's the first path, and that is going to be the second pass as well. Around the outside. Bit of contact as well.
There's a bit of wheel bagging.
As on the exit, I think he's just about managed it. Yep, he has. Although, is he going to try and switch back him? He has, but he does not have the grip. So that's now going to be... And Leo is going to be next. Leo's not going to be next.
I wouldn't be too surprised if he does go for a move here, and he does. He goes down the inside, but Max Fan goes defensive. He breaks very deep here. He's defending for his life here, but he has compromised his line significantly, and he is on the overtake now, and he is flashing, unfortunately. So that does seem like Max Fan will be relegated to P5 and maybe...
Ooh, that crashed.
It was a bit of contact.
And Max Fan goes off, and Bobby goes through.
Bobby, unbelievable stuff. I just had a voice crack. Okay. There's a side-by-side here into cops, but no, Leo does back out here. Smart decision that almost lost DRS, so now Max Fan in P6. He's going to try and stay with the top leaders here, but and if he doesn't, he may be P7 here. Those medium tires are very old, so I wouldn't be too surprised if he does get past his. Now they're both side by side, Leo and Bobby, and almost side by side here. These two into cops, but no, Tim does back out. Maybe it was a tactical decision to try and get DRS here to ensure he is in front of Ryan here. As Barrington gets past Jamie here.
As it's also not over for Volsy yet. It's only 1.6 seconds to Melon.
And the Alpine, with his 3 seconds time penalty, has pulled a gap to Barrington and Jamie, so he is safe here. He's just in no man's land, unfortunately.
As is Tim gonna send it down the inside? No, but he almost locks up. He's directly behind him.
As Bobby gets past Leo here, but Bobby and Leo, I've just realised, they've lost DRS.
Oh yeah, they have. They have indeed.
So that is probably their race is over. They're probably not going to be in the top steps, so it's now just between the Red Bull, the Ferrari, and the McLaren here, but the Ferrari has lost a bit of time to his championship rival here, so it does seem like, as things stand, Melon, sorry, I keep on making a mistake. Melon will be winning this race, but it's just a matter on who's going to get P2 here, and who's going to get P4. But there's now 4 laps to the end here, so there's not too long left here before the final action will be decided here.
Indeed, yeah, there's only 4 laps left.
Is behind them. He is the soft tires probably, and they are struggling a lot now. So maybe Max Fan will be slightly faster than what he was previously, but I'm pretty sure he will just be there to pick up the scraps if anything does happen between Leo and Bobby. but at the moment he does seem like he is demonstrating a lot of pace.
Yeah, he has at least stabilized. That's a thing that he has done.
So that is good for him. There's nothing too much going on, unfortunately, though. Just DRS trains. I'm pretty sure both Leo and Bobby and even Max Fan have realised that they will not be getting a podium position here, and they will probably be just fighting out for the rest of the race without too much care of losing time to the cars in front, although they do need to be careful of Raul behind. A 3-second time penalty will cost them dearly here. Maybe we're going to lose, maybe get relegated down to P7 at the end.
Indeed, yeah. Raul's also got 3 seconds.
As I say that, Raul gets a 3, and I'm pretty sure what I just said is not relevant. If they do get a 3, they will be just P6. There's a gap between the two championship rivals is steadily growing.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be it. I think the big fight is gonna be between Adonis and Volsey only. I think Malin is out of this one. I think Malin has won at this point.
As long as he doesn't pick up a 3-second or make a big mistake, he should win this race. He's had a very dominant display here. Unfortunately, we didn't see him breaking DRS, but he has either been first or second this entire race, so Malin has done a very good job today here, and it is a very well-deserved win.
And now we go.
Charlotte and Omar side by side here, which is interesting.
None of them somehow have DRS.
Little scrap.
As they send it down the inside of each other. And Oms actually sticks it around the outside. He's not going to have the inside line. Is he going to push her wide, possibly? No, he isn't. And
no, he gets moved on, and he's in front of Charlotte, although that 10 seconds will drop
him back down.
P16. They're a bit far behind everyone else. 24 seconds to the nearest car. This is just for fun.
Although for it is actually not just for fun. He does have to, if he gets 2 more seconds out of this, he will finish ahead of Scarlett.
That is true. That is big for him. He doesn't want to be P17.
Knowing him, he's already sad because he just is behind Charlotte. Yeah? Knowing him, he's only behind Charlotte, so he's already sad. As yeah, we are entering the penultimate lap, and
as I've just realised, we've missed this, but Bobby has been overtaken by Max Fan.
Oh yeah, he has. Yeah, indeed.
So it is very close between the top 4, 5, and 6 here. So we'll definitely be keeping an eye out on them. Unfortunately, there's 2 great battles happening at the moment, and it is going to be quite
I've just seen Max Fan overtake both of them again.
Max Fan is now P4. Maybe his medium tyres are faster than those soft tyres, making use of that very quick McLaren and also deteriorating soft tyres to his advantage now. And maybe he can try and pull away, although being P1 in a train is not where you want to be entering the final lap here.
It really isn't, no.
So he's currently 2 tenths, so maybe he's going to try and put it on none. Although you need to be careful of Bobby behind. This is definitely going to be very close. This is going to be very crucial for the race. He gets a 3-second time penalty.
He does, so that is his race over.
Yep, I saw that as well. It seemed like he just completely went wide and cut the corner, so...
As I think I've also seen a bit of contact there as well. Although now we are going on the last lap, and Malin is leading this last lap. He will most likely finish this last lap in first.
Yeah, definitely. So it's just now between Leo and Adonis. Leo and Bobby, and Adonis and
Volsey, yeah.
Volsey.
As I'm pretty damn sure that Adonis is not going to be giving everything. Let's go on board.
After his 5 grid penalty in qualifying.
As Adonis got the 3-second.
He just cuts the corner there. A 3-second time penalty. That is very unfortunate. That is his.
So that is it over. Yep, that is it over.
So the top is settled, I guess we can turn our attention to P4 and P5. Bobby and Leo here for this final, for 4th place here, just outside the podium here. The Aston Martin, props to him. I've said it before, but he's definitely been. It's just like Alonso and Stroll at the moment, just looking at the leaderboard.
Yeah, and Ryan isn't even a bad Aston Martin usually as well.
Yeah, he's just been putting in a very good display here.
As Bobby is now, although Bobby is going for it now,
like
and he's got it.
Get P4.
He's got it. As we are now going to look at Mellon, who's going to come home to win the British Grand Prix. Directly behind him, Volsi is going to come home in P2. Adonis is going to come home in P3. P4 is going to go to Bobby. P5 is going to go to Leo. P6 to Max Van. P7 to Raul. P8 to Focuser. P9 is going to be gonna go to Banter, although Banter first has to finish, of course. And P10 is going to Jamie. P11 Tom. P13 P12 Wallstorm. P13 is going to be going to Tim, who's directly in front of Ryan. Ryan going to be P14, and P15 is going to be going to Charlotte. As long as,
well, let's see the spy
although
here, though.
This might be last lap overtake here, as Charlotte goes down the inside, sticking around the outside. Although they made a bit of contact, and they at least both stay in a straight line.
Here, but Om's going to send it down the inside, though.
And Charlotte's going to have a compromised line here. Is Om going to go for it around the outside? He's gotten it!
Side by side,
as
he's done it.
Charlotte is going to get is going to get P15. Om gets P17, I think, and Scarlett gets P16. I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
It seems like from the chat at the moment, Volsi got spun around by Bobby. That's why they were so far behind.
That is, of course, very, very unfortunate for the Ferrari driver.
I'm not too sure, though. Well, it's a very dominant display here by Mellon today.
Both McLarens were incredibly quick.
Both. True, unfortunately for Max Van, it didn't seem like he did have the right strategy today. But props to Mellon, he did a very good job today, not being outside the top 2 at all in the race, I believe. And once people did make contact and mistakes, he capitalized it and demonstrated his ability by winning the race by a comfortable margin.
So this is the end race result. This was the stream, and thank you for watching. From me, I think Ewan as well. And bye bye.